Monday. Today I'm filming something different for you guys. I want to kind of show you throughout my day what I do and what I achieve to get myself ready and like prepared for like a successful week. So what like a successful week looks like to me is basically having a good diet, making sure all my meals are prepared, having all my workouts planned, having like my videos planned for that week, but also having like a healthy amount of like rest and personal development time and like self-improvement hours, etc. So I do like to set myself up like for the week on Sunday night and Monday morning. So Sunday afternoons I'll do my gist and I'll get myself ready, and then when it comes to Monday, that's when I do kind of like my scheduling and my I'll like fill in my calendar and everything for the rest of the week. So I'm basically just going to take you along my day, showing you like in little sections what I do to set me up for the week, for a successful week. And it really successful is like different for everyone, and it's also like what you're wanting to focus on. This could be within just your fitness area, your diet, your career, your friendships, your relationship with yourself. So it's about like kind of catering what you want to achieve for your goals. So I have just come back from the gym and I'm about to grab my breakfast, which is already prepared for me. So that is tip number 1, preparation. Yes, I know I talk about meal prepping so much on my channel, but it's because it works. Don't forget about the simple stuff, because the simple stuff sometimes are the most important. So no, you don't actually need like all these meals prepped like every single week, but basically at the start of your week, if you prep your fruits, your veggies and protein, like you have them cooked in containers in your fridge, it makes it so much more convenient and you're so much more likely to eat healthier that week. So if you are someone who you do want to eat healthier, you want to have more energy, you want to get on top of your diet, I highly suggest meal prepping. I do it every single week and it just helps me so much. Like, yes, I work from home, but I don't want to be spending a lot of time in the kitchen. So having all my meals prepared, honestly, like there's been so many occasions where I just come home like so hangry, and the beautiful already prepared healthy food in the fridge is like Jesus to me. For me, every Sunday night is my gist night, so that's when I meal prep. If I can't do it Sunday, I will make sure that I do it Monday. I make time for it no matter what, because I know my whole week just runs better once I'm eating healthy, I'm on top of my diet, I'm eating enough, I have more energy, my mental clarity is good. So do yourself a favor and create your gist day, create your preparation night, schedule it in and do it religiously, because I promise you it will help. It is currently 9:30 a.m. so basically after breakfast I get ready and then I kind of like ease into my working morning. Right now I'm just kind of like planning out the rest of my week. So I just use Google Calendar. It's really good. You can actually get it on your phone, and the reason why I like Google Calendar is because like if I set alerts up, because it's all connected through my Google account, it'll come like through my phone, it'll come on my laptop. So it's all connected and it's just really easy, and it doesn't cost, like it's free. So basically what I do is like I set out my week and I schedule in like time slots where it's like meetings, where I want to film, when I'm going to edit. And you kind of like color categorize everything, and that's something that I love. Like I'm very visual, so to be able to like color grade everything, so like yellow I know is like for Instagram, and then blue is like meetings. If you're like me, kind of like setting out things in the most easiest way for your brain and mind to comprehend, that doesn't like feel overwhelming, is so important. So for example, if I just had like a huge list of things that I had to do and it wasn't actually laid out like neatly with colors and days, that would stress me out. It would just seem like too much. But because you can kind of like set your week out into perspective and be able to like categorize everything and then have it day by day rather than just like one list of things that you need to do. So being able to like pop your to-do list like on more of like a calendar, like a laid out calendar, because it puts it into perspective and it doesn't make you feel as overwhelmed. And I know if I feel overwhelmed with like my workload, I don't end up doing anything. Like it's kind of like I have this all or nothing attitude where I'm like, okay, too much, and then I'll just like go lay on my bed or something. Like it's ridiculous. So that would definitely be my tip number 2, and that is planning your week with a calendar. Okay, so I've just jumped out of a phone call meeting and I've literally like set alarms on my phone to drink water, because I've been so bad. I kind of went through this stage where I wasn't drinking much water because I had to like go to the toilet a lot, so then I like actively stopped drinking water, and I was getting a lot of headaches and actual internal problems. So I was like, better start drinking water again, you know? So I did actually want to share with you guys something that I do like literally religiously when I'm commuting or I'm traveling or I'm going on long drives. So if you are a regular here and you're a part of the CFAN, you know that I have created my surge method. So basically what my surge method is having an alone time with a purpose. So think about it, we're alone quite often. So whether you're just at home, you're in your bed, you're traveling, you're doing something where it requires you being alone. Majority of the time when we're alone, we're scrolling on our phone or we're doing something mindlessly that isn't actually serving us. So basically I've created my surge method to start to use your alone time more efficiently. So for example, when I travel now, I do certain things that is going to like expand my knowledge, so educate myself. So that is category E for my surge method. So that's probably the one that I utilize the most. E and G. So G is gain inspiration. So if you do want to know more about my surge method, I do talk about this a lot on my Instagram and I have it in my highlights, so just go check that out. But basically something that I have been doing lately, and honestly it has helped me so much. So lately when I'm alone, I've been using this app called Blinkist. So if you know me, you'd know that I'm not a reader. I hate reading books. Everyone actually has their own like little method in how they learn and absorb knowledge, and mine has never been from reading. I either have to listen or be within the moment in order to like absorb the information. So basically with Blinkist, it's not only just an audiobook where it reads the book out loud for you. So with the book that you're wanting to read, it actually summarizes it and you can choose to either read it or listen to it out loud in 15 minutes. Like that is crazy. So what that is meaning is like the important parts of that book where you're going to be absorbing the most, it summarizes it all within like 15 minutes. So then everything that you would be learning from this entire book, it shortens it to that 15 minutes. And I'm like, that is like genius. So the little summaries, they're actually called blinks. So hence Blinkist, because you're like literally, you're absorbing all of this, you're reading it in the blink of an eye. How cute is that? I found that so cute. So I personally love Blinkist because I just struggle to read books. But honestly, Blinkist is also so good because like it's so much more like efficient to be able to absorb the information when listening to it on the go rather than like having to sit down, read a book. So I mainly use Blinkist whilst I'm in the car or I'm going for walks. So whether it is an audiobook or a book or whatever, sometimes it actually takes me like weeks to kind of go through. And because I have prolonged it for so long, I'm not actually absorbing and getting as much out of it as I would be compared to Blinkist being able to shorten it to 15 minutes. And I'm actually going to show you guys my 3 favorite books that I am currently in the middle of like reading. Never thought I would say that I'm currently in the middle of reading on Blinkist now. So my books are 7 Habits of Highly Effective People, The 5-Second Rule, love, and The Subtle Art of Not Giving a F**k. So all these books are just, they're all to do with like personal development and like habits, and honestly they're just so good. Like I'm really into like personal development, law of attraction, all of them things. And just to be able to like listen to the important parts that are going to actually serve you and giving you tips that you can apply within 15 minutes, honestly it's amazing. And the best thing is you can like, if I'm reading a whole book and by the time I finish that, yes, I'm gonna get information, but I'm not gonna wanna go back and read it again. And I know every time I redo something, I learn something different from it. So for example, The Secret, the movie The Secret, I've watched now 5 times. And every single time I learn something different. It's the same with these books. And I promise you, if I was reading the whole book, I wouldn't listen to it, I wouldn't reread it again because it's just so time consuming. But because they shorten it within that 15 minutes, you can continuously go over it and you learn something new every single time. So not only is it more time efficient, but you generally learn more. I just think that is so cool. But something I did want to add, guys, is the first 100 followers of mine who sign up to Blinkist using my link, you'll get a free 7-day trial. So suss it out, see if you like it. I'm someone who I do need a trial just to see if it like works for me or if I understand it or whatever. And with this trial, you can literally cancel at any time, so you have nothing to lose. And after 7 days, you can choose a 1-month to 1-year subscription. And with my personal link, it'll actually get you 25% off the full subscription. So as per usual, everything will be in the description below, so my link and the link to Blinkist website. But honestly guys, using this as my surge method, it's just been a lifesaver. Like me personally, I dropped out of school like quite early, and that wasn't because I was reckless or anything. It was just generally because the way of learning, so the way like schooling teaches you. It's just not how I absorb knowledge. It's not how I can be taught. So I am someone who I need one-on-one stuff, or I just need like efficiency. Like I need everything to be simplified, short and effective. So this 15 minutes and having all the information within that 15 minutes has been a lifesaver to me. Anything that's longer than that, I lose attention, and it's just not my way of learning. And that's why I'm so passionate towards this app, because I'm like, oh my goodness, like this is so good, because I know there's so many people like me who they just learn differently. That's all it is. It doesn't mean that you're dumber. It doesn't mean that you're not going to be able to learn as much as the average person. It just literally means that you learn differently. And my whole entire life, I kind of like work against that and would criticize myself. But at the end of the day, you need to work with that. So if you are interested, guys, all the links will be in the description below. I highly, highly, highly recommend this. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to message me on Instagram or even comment within the comments below, because I am so passionate towards like just expanding your knowledge, personal development, growing in any area. Like I love that stuff. Say hi to the vlog.
What's up, vlog?
Okay, so I've just taken myself out for like an afternoon coffee and a treat, and I'm just gonna journal and use this time to really like self-reflect and just kind of like sit back and fully relax. My job really requires me to be like alert and like thinking all the time, and like just being creative and like uplifting and motivated. So for me, prioritizing time to wind down and like actually slow my mind down is so important. I 100% recommend within your days scheduling out at least an hour to prioritize your self-care. So everyone's self-care is going to look completely different. It's basically what requires care for yourself. So like for me, de-stressing and clearing out my mind is so important, and like self-reflect. For me, within this hour, my favorite things to do are like going for a walk, getting out in nature, putting a face mask on, having a rest, journaling, meditating. There are so many things that you can do, but basically my whole goal with like this self-care hour is detaching myself, unwinding, and just decluttering my mind. And I promise you, if you have this every single day, your overall week, you'll get more done, you'll feel happier, you'll feel clearer. It's something that I've only like started to do within the past year, and I cannot stress how much it has helped me. But anyway, how beautiful is this view? I'm currently just at one of my favorite cafes. But yeah, I'm gonna finish journaling and then I will chat to you guys after.